Didn't, didn't. Hospital vlog. Oh, God. So if you're wondering where yesterday's and today's and possibly tomorrow's videos went, uh, the short of it is that I got a hole in my gut. Uh, so yesterday, I was feeling pretty bad. I had like some lower back pain and then some really sharp stabbing pains in my lower abdominal region. And not like knife stabbing either. It was more like, imagine if you took ground beef and you were kneading it into patties, right? But mixed with the ground beef was shards of glass, and it felt like that inside my stomach. So I went to the ER and they did a few CAT scans and found out that I have an abscess in my lower intestine. But it had kind of walled itself off from what they told me. I don't really understand how that works. There's a hole in it, but it was walled off with pus or something, which is just nice and gross. But there was a silver lining to that, which is I didn't have to have any kind of emergency surgery because there, like nothing from my lower intestine was leaking into my bloodstream or anything. Like there was no risk of septic shock. But the downside is, so much IV antibiotics, and I am stuck in the hospital. I couldn't shower that first day, and it was just a long ordeal trying to get into a room because America's healthcare system is busted. But aside from that, it's given me a lot of time to catch up on the Area X trilogy, the first book being Annihilation, which was the inspiration for my favorite horror movie from last year. And the book is very different. I love it though. Like they're two very different pieces of fiction, and I love both of them. Aside from that, bored as hell. Didn't get to shower yesterday. I actually got to shower today. They put like a big biohazard bag over this. This, by the way, is, oh God, it's a mess of tape, is what it is. But it's the IV line runs from the IV stand to here. And it's one of these is a port, so they can just run whatever new drip into that. That's been. I honestly would rather them just constantly re-stick me whenever they need to administer my IV antibiotics for the abscess. Because this is annoying. It's itchy as hell. It's really hard to sleep, especially for someone like me who sleeps in weird positions, especially like tucking my head into into like the crook of my elbow. That's not been fun. Also, did I mention it's my birthday? So that's also sucked. Damn. Yeah, no, it's no bueno. On the other hand, like this whole place is hotel-esque. I've honestly stayed in shabbier hotels. But yeah. I've been up and down in my spirits about this. I haven't, ever since the first CAT scan came back, I had to do two of them. Ever since the first one came back and the doctor was explaining to me what they did or didn't see, or what they couldn't quite make out the first time, he wasn't using words like growth or mass. So right away, my panic alarm went way down. Those are the words that I was having panic attacks about. Because I'm a legitimate diagnosed hypochondriac. The reason that I first started seeking treatment for my anxiety and my depression actually had to do with my hypochondria. Because I had just come back from a flight from Anaheim, California, and I noticed that my hand was a little bit shaky. So instantly did the dumbest thing, Googled, why are my hands shaking? And had a full-blown panic attack about, Parkinson's. And that's when I decided that I could no longer just cope in the really dumb brute force way that I had been doing. So I went and I actually got proper mental health diagnoses and started seeking treatment. And that's how that happened. That's all a tremendous aside from why I am in hospital right now, which is to say, again, got a hole in the gut. And if you're wondering why there are no videos today or why there wasn't one yesterday, why there potentially won't be one tomorrow, I hope I am discharged by then. I've been on IV antibiotics since I came in yesterday, and already the pain is dulled tremendously. I'm hoping that means that the wound or the hole in my intestine is closing on its own and it's beginning to heal. If that's not the case, they will still have to do surgery. And what they're going to do, if that happens, they're going to slice right down my abdominal cavity or right down my abdomen. They're going to peel that sucker open, and they're going to cut out, I guess, the infected part of my intestine, and then just kind of tie that back together, kind of like a sausage link. Honestly, I would have rather just, I kind of wanted to tell them on day one, hey, just do it if this is a possibility and this gets me out of here faster. Like, I'm not worried about complications from the surgery. I'm not actually particularly scared of the surgery. I'm going to be asleep the whole time. What do I care? I don't give a shit. I would have rather just had it out of the way, but I would have had a cool scar too. And I would have lied to people and told them that I was run through by a giant sword a la Kratos. Kind of would have rather had that, but the antibiotics are working. There is an oral antibiotic, and I really am hoping that by tomorrow, because I'm having to stay overnight again on my birthday. I had to stay yesterday, and I'm having to stay tonight. So I'm hoping that Sunday morning they come in and they tell me that I am free to go and to just keep up a course of oral antibiotics, and then to come back for another CAT scan in a week just to make sure everything's copacetic. And then there's, in the near future, I have to get a couple GI tests done just so they can see where this issue originated from, and why this happened in the first place. But I really just want to get home. I am super bored here and uncomfortable. I guess all things considered, though, it could be a lot worse. My spirits have been up and down, I think I said, because the first day was just miserable. I was in pain. My stomach was in just shocking amounts of pain. And my back was also not doing super well. And I was out in the hall on a stretcher for like not a stretcher, but like one of the really wonky hospital beds for like 9 hours before they got me to a room. And then I didn't really sleep well last night because it's hard to get into a comfortable sleeping position. And also, again, the pain and having to get up and down and drag this IV stand and unplug it and all the way across the room. Yeah, not super fun. Not a great time. Would not recommend. If at all avoidable. I don't really know how I could have avoided this fate. I guess that's what I'll find out a little bit down the line is how this happened. Yeah, my spirits lifted a little bit though when they let me take a shower. Instead, they kind of taped the port off. I think that's what I was going on about. They taped it off in a big biohazard bag across my whole elbow so I could actually get in a shower. And that was so uplifting. Then I got some, because I didn't get to eat at all yesterday. Not a single bite of anything. I had some water, and then I woke up and they gave me my birthday treat, which was ice chips. I had some tasty ice chips. That was lovely. Yeah, that's been it. They gave me Jello and Italian ice and chicken broth earlier and some apple juice. So they're starting me on liquid food, actual human food. It's great. I love it. Hopefully I can. Oh man, I was planning for my birthday. I was planning to make butter chicken merg masala. I think. Oh, I'm probably no. I'm thinking of something else. Oh, what am I? Merg something. Oh God, it's gonna haunt me now. Yeah, I was gonna make some nice Indian butter chicken for my birthday, and no, not today. But yeah, if you're wondering where the videos are at, hopefully we'll resume some Resident Evil 2 tomorrow. Hopefully I'm feeling much better. I'm already feeling substantially better in regards to the pain in my abdomen. It's just kind of a dull ache now. Hopefully I can get discharged tomorrow, and we'll get some Resident Evil going. But for today, there it is in frame. Thank you all for watching. Take it easy. Have a good one.